Alright people, you dirty dogs, I've got a good one for you. So this is going to be predicting someone that may be taken out of our matrix by next year at 50 years old, and his name is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. And I've been on this for a while, ever since I saw him in the Super Bowl, and it was very weird how he kept saying, "It's time, it is time, finally, it is time." I couldn't figure out what was going on there. He kept talking about Haley's comment, and then it's the first time anything happened in 4.5 billion years. And then The Rock later ends up getting slapped by Will Smith. So I'm thinking something's going on with The Rock. And knowing me, I actually was connecting it to Iraq. Okay? The Rock. Iraq, The Rock. It's all wordplay. It's blasphemy of the Messiah, the Lord, God, Christ, and everything that you see on TV. So I keep an open mind to all that. So I'm going to show you how The Rock may end up being taken out of our matrix and joining Kobe Bryant, the same place Kobe went, on February the 8th, 4 days before Super Bowl 57. So watch this video, and then I'm going to go into the post that I did on Facebook that goes through all the connections that I've found.
Finally, the Super Bowl has come back to Los Angeles. It is time. Time for a team to unleash a soul-crushing, unrelenting defense, a head-spinning onslaught of an offense, and take care of unfinished business right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the champions of the NFC, your Los Angeles Rams! It is time. Time for a team that has risen from the ashes to become one of the most feared, dominant, absolutely electrifying teams in the NFL. Time to give their city their first Super Bowl win in franchise history. Ladies and gentlemen, the champions of the AFC, your Cincinnati Bengals! It is time. It is time for all of us here and millions around the world to bear witness to these incredible players who will leave every ounce of sweat, guts, and pride and legacy on this hallowed field, because that is what champions do. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to say, finally, it is time for the Super Bowl!
Now notice this video is 2 minutes and 38 seconds. 238, Iraqi dinar evaluation. I'll show you how it's connected later. Way more than just that.
I'll show you. Open The Rock. Meanwhile, you saw the coin toss. Bengals won it. Defer.
Notice that 197. And Matthew Stafford's name equals 179. And we already know that date. So they were telling us what was going on with this 9/17 date way ahead of time. So let me get off this video and show you my
the graphics, the last 7 teams.
So this is my post. The Rock gets taken out of our matrix at 50 years old and joins Kobe wherever he's hiding on February 8, 2023. 4 days before Super Bowl 57, where number 4 Dak and the Cowboys win Super Bowl 57. The headline will say, "The jet crashed," which equals 39, and February 8th is the 39th day of the year. And notice this picture. That video showed The Rock at 50. Right now he is 50 years old, and I'm saying he's getting taken out at 50 before his next birthday. He's taken out of the matrix. You see this picture of a jet? I put that on there because he has a private jet, and the way that Kobe went out is probably the same way that he's going to go out. And I had this February 8th date for a while, and I've been lining it up with sports. And now I've lined it up with that jet, since jet crashed equals 39. So let me show you all the other connections. let me get back since we just watched that video. So right here it's foreshadowing that he's gone at 50. Okay. Alright, so let me show you. He's been in San Andreas, Dwayne Douglas Johnson, The Rock, and 50. If you notice here, you're going to see a lot of the same numbers. A 66, a 69, a 96, a lot of 69 and 96 themes. Okay? I'm not going to go into too much detail. You can go back and look at it and get your own stuff. So right here I say 50-yard line, 44 is Death in Chaldean, 197, September 17th, IQD, Iraq, RV, like The Rock, Iraq. Alright, as you can see the numbers there. Then at 111 in that video, which it equals Rain Dakota Prescott, the video actually showed a guy wearing the number 28, and that is my February 8th date. Okay, so I'm putting 11. Dak Dakota Prescott equals 111, and this video is 238. Iraq Dinar evaluation. Kobe Bryant's birthday, 823. Even if it's not Iraq Dinar evaluation, I'm still connecting it to Kobe. Okay. So here you see at 111 mark, I show that they showed the number 28. This was last year's Super Bowl. Okay. So he kept saying, finally, it is time. Okay? Notice the 96, the 45, 197, 45th prime, Super Bowl 57, 183. Remember that 183 because I'm going to show you what it means. Finally, it is time for the Super Bowl. So, you can see here, 197. We know about that number. They were showing it a long time ago. Matthew Stafford foreshadowing 28. 66 equals San Andreas, 50, and 197. 179, Matthew Stafford. So Matthew Stafford, 179. You see my 2-8 date, which is 8-2, reversible reduction, and 66 in Chaldean. So we saw the video. Also, just if you look at the date, 2/8/2023. You could also 283 or 823. Kobe birthday is 823 and Iraq Dinar evaluation is 238. Finally it is time equals 183. The Rock's birthday is 138 days to 9/17. It is time equals 41, which is 179 is the 41st prime, and that's 9/17, 17/9, which is September the 17th, as you can see there with the numbers. So that was just stuff that I saw from the video. So I'm going to go into other stuff that was a little bit deeper than just that. Okay? Got a lot of stuff here, so I'm going to try to go fast. Alright, other people commented on this beforehand. So, just to let you know, so back in March 28th, which is kind of funny because I have 2/8 as being the date that I think he goes out, February 8th. March 28th, I said Will Smith from Pennsylvania, which equals Villanova, was in the Final Four. Jada Smith is in NC School of the Arts. Chris Rock from South Carolina. South Carolina probably wins women's championship. I think they did. And then UNC, Villanova, South Carolina, Duke, all deep in the tourney. Do you see what I see? I said Kid Rock recently in the news. The Rock hosted the Super Bowl. Chris Rock gets fake slapped at the Oscars, and they're trying to foreshadow something to do with Iraq. Iraq as well. Haley's Comet or a meteor or something. That's what I was saying at that time. This was this was right whenever I was seeing all this stuff. So when I did that this post, right now, I just did this yesterday. What's kind of funny is I did it on 9/12, and to the Rock, whenever I think he's going out at 2/8, is 21 weeks and 2 days, and the Super Bowl happens to be on 2/12. I'm just doing the connections with patterns there. So 9 months and 6 days from the Rock's birthday, or 609 months, 6 days, like the Queen dying at 96 and Brittany Griner getting 9 years and 6 months in jail, 6 months and 9 days before the Super Bowl. Show you the 69s right there, so you can take a look at it. So you know I'm not making up numbers. Alright, so 402 weeks from the release of San Andreas, The beast reigns for 42 months in Revelation 13:5, or 8 months and 12 days. The Rock was born, leaving 218 days left in the year. So I'm connecting that 218 with, see, it was 8 months and 12 days from his birthday, or from St. Andreas release, and that day was 218, and that's to the day that his actual, that I'm saying he's going out, 218, 812. See that? That's also 402 weeks, which I showed. The beast reigns for 42 months. Alright. So The Rock leaves the Matrix 4 days before the Super Bowl, and number 4 Dak Prescott wins the Super Bowl. Alright. So the WrestleMania 28 date was 4/1/2012. And it was 10 years, 10 months, and 7 days. Kind of like 1/17 to February 8th. The last game between the Cowboys and the Broncos was 11/7/2021. And The Rock's debut into WrestleMania was 11/17, 1/1/17. Alright? Just showing you that. It was also WrestleMania 28. Roman Reigns. And I've told you that the Reigns have been let go with Brady to the Cowboys. And it looks like The Rock is going to be doing the same thing, probably for the Rock Dinar and the Cowboys. The Broncos versus the Cowboys are currently 8-2 since the Super Bowl 78. Rock's birthday is 83 days after February 8th, the day I say he goes out. And the Cowboys win, they'll be 8-3. So I showed you where there's a bunch of 69s and 96s and 66 that are dealing with Elizabeth death and dying at 96, Brittany Griner, and you'll see that here. You want to pause the video and look at all those. I'm not going to sit there and sit on it, but there's a lot of stuff. St. Andreas, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, WrestleMania 28, WrestleMania 28 written out, Dwayne Johnson, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I also connected it to, since I'm connecting it to Kid Rock, and since I connected the Rock to the Cowboys, I'm connecting Kid Rock Cowboy song to Kid Rock. And the King is dead, K-I-D, King is dead. It might be talking about The Rock, okay? And there may be something there for the King Charles that just now came into office. Something may happen to him as well, because King is dead. And it's a bad reputation tour that Kid Rock is going on. Just another Rock that's happening in our Matrix right now. Chris Rock, The Rock, iRock. All right, I'm going to show you more on that in a second. So, 2/8 is a day leaving, 326 days left in the year, and the 39th day of the year. And bad reputation tour equals 239. And there's that 69, just so I can show you how it's connected to the date numerology for the span for The Rock's birthday to that date. 9 months and 6 days to his birthday, or 609 months old. And bad reputation tour, 69. Also, look at that 76. We know that the Georgia Guidestones just went down on 7/6. And this is the year 2022. Alright, so 50 years old when he gets taken out of the Matrix. And bad reputation for the bad reputation tour that Kid Rock is on is 50. As you can see here. It also equals 146, which we talked about with Iraq Dinar. Been seeing that number everywhere. So 4 days later, number 4 Dak Prescott goes 6-9 versus the Broncos. Show you the record here. Currently 9-5. They'll end up being 6-9, 9-6. Backwards, forward, reverse, however you want to do it. So The Rock was in WrestleMania 10 years, 10 months, 7 days to 2/8. So I showed you that one. There's the so 117, 117, 117 everywhere. Dealing with the Cowboys and dealing with him in WrestleMania. Cowboys versus the Broncos, 11/7. That was the last date. And you see all those 117s, 10 years, 10 months, 7 days. So The Rock hosted Super Bowl 56, 11 months and 26 days before 2/8/2023. Kobe was laid to rest on 1/26. So I'm showing you here that Kobe was laid to rest, and that 11 months and 26 kind of looks like 1/26. They want The Rock in WrestleMania 39 on 4/2/2023, but I'm saying that he's going to be playing basketball with Kobe Bryant because he's going out on the 39th day of the year. He won't be in WrestleMania 39. The Rock hosted NFL opening the game on 9/8. This season, the first game was on 9/8, the same day that the Queen died. In exactly 212 days to February 8th. And the Super Bowl is on 2/12. And I'm telling you right now, The Rock leaves the Matrix. It's also a span of 7 months. And I'm telling you that Dak Prescott is going to end up with 70 wins. That's why he had to go out for 4 weeks. I've been decoding this guy for a while, from Kid Rock getting slapped, then the Queen dying, confirming the 96 and 69s, and no one's going to be able to connect this because I'm on the Cowboys and I've been connecting it to the Cowboys. Now, since I've connected The Rock with the Cowboys, the Kid Rock Cowboy song to February 8, 2023 is a span of 23 years, 279 days. And in numerology, the life path for the year 2023, if you don't know anything about it, I'd have to show you, and I showed you in some other stuff, it equals 279. And The Rock's birthday, or the song is 279 days, that release date, 2/28. Show you the release date, 4/17, and that's our famous 417, 714, 147 that I keep showing. It's in our matrix. So as you can see here, 23 years, 297 days. Alright, so a jet crash would be the headline, like Kobe. February 8th is the 39th day of the year. Jet crashed equals 39. You can also see those other numbers, they may help you. Also, jet crash equals 132, and there is a 231 connection. There's also a 51 connection. But just considering Iraq, okay, I put a video out there that the last time that they actually, their currency was revalued and went up was in 1971. Now, The Rock, and that was 51 years ago. And that was also when we got taken off the gold standard. Now, The Rock was born in 1972, exactly 50 years ago, and he was standing on the 50-yard line, and he was saying, "It is time." And I'm lining everything up with Iraq, The Rock, and this February 8th day. All right? So it is time, 50 years later, and we might have Iraq on the go. Because what goes up must come down. And if Iraq was up then, and they've been down ever since, it's time for them to go right back up 50 years later. And The Rock being 50, to get taken out of the Matrix at 50, may be foreshadowing what's going to happen with Iraq. The Rock's birthday is 83 days after February 8th, telling you the Cowboys will go 8-3 versus the Broncos since the last Super Bowl in 1978. Show you the date there, 83 days. It's also 11 weeks, 6 days. It's kind of funny because I have Dak Prescott coming back on 10/16, which is 11/6, 1/16, which is the week 6. Give Micah Parsons The Rock equals 362. And February 8th leaves 326 days left in the year. Just because it's dealing with The Rock, it says give Micah Parsons The Rock. Alright? And it's dealing with the Cowboys. And it's kind of funny because this guy's got 1,239 yards, and that equals the same numbers. It's kind of funny, he said that on February 27th. 2/7 currency. 7/2 is Iraq Dinar revaluation day, 9/17. So, give Micah Parsons The Rock equals 362, and also 128 and 86. And if you haven't noticed, that February 8th, I'm saying that he's going to get 86 or taken out, and 128 February 8th. So this Bill Dyer says, see that 246? There's your airplane. 76 crashed 49. They were on that plane. They're also known 188 is Super Bowl 57. 57 is in Arizona, which equals 84. 84 is the name of the school. I'm not sure exactly what he's saying there. We'll go ahead and throw his numbers out there though, but he kind of lined up everything, connected the dots. Chris Rock slapping was on 3/27. Okay, just like that other news that you just saw about. So that is kind of like 3/9. So 27, 2 plus 9, 2 plus 7 is 9. So 3/9, 3/27. And February 8th is the 39th day of the year. March 27 is the 86th day. A day leaving 279 days left in the year. And the life path of 2023 is 279. So there goes that 279 again. A span is 318 days. And I showed you how, what was it? Finally, it is time equals 183. 83 is the 23rd prime, and The Rock's birthday is 83 days after. So this picture, I'm showing you how it's foreshadowing him being gone at 50. Now I've tried to go through this really super fast because it's a lot of information, and there's way more than this, but I mean that's the best that I could do in the given amount of time, 21 minutes. Sorry for taking so long, but there's a lot of information, and it's way more than this. I just barely tipped the iceberg. Have a good one, you dirty dogs. But The Rock, it looks like he's going to be taken out of the Matrix February 8th, and it looks like he's connected to a lot of stuff that's been going on. Iraq Dinar, that whole Chris Rock slapping, something is going down. I know everybody's been talking about doom and gloom, but I think it's going to be for the best. I think everything's going to end up going better. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?